Hello, my name's Dawn and I'm coming to you from dawnbates.com and Dawn Publishing. Yes, Dawn Publishing. Now, I wanted to make this video because I have been coaching people on how to be an author and how to create a business around being an author, or to actually how to embed their book so that they can expand their brand and create a business blueprint from the book, whilst it's also elevating them in their business. Okay. And I've been coaching people on this. Well, I've been coaching people for about 22 years. I know I don't look it, but there we go, I have. It's called giggle therapy, ladies. And one of the things that has come up recently for some of my clients is we've got a group of people who are co-authoring a book together. And one of the things that's come up is the return on investment. Now, when we're co-authoring a book, one of the biggest benefits of doing this is we're using other people's platforms. We are aligning ourselves with other people in a group where we're sharing a very similar message so that we can serve humanity or the business community or a community of any kind. We're serving people. Okay, now, depending on who is leading and depending on what their agenda is, will depend on the investment that you have to make to actually be part of a book. Now, it might be that the person who is leading pays for everything and just asks you to just write a chapter. A chapter could be anything from 3,000 words, 5,000 words, 7,000 words. It might even be more. Depends on how many of you are actually writing the book together. A nice figure is around about 11 or 12 with about 5,000 words, and your investment point will be a few $100s. I'm not going to say exactly how much because, again, it would depend. Now, when you consider, let's just say, for ease of numbers, the investment point is $500. Okay? When you consider the artwork is done for this, you're registered on all platforms. When you come through Dawn Publishing, this is how we do it. I can't speak for other people, but I'm telling you how we do it here. So not only do you get registered on like multiple platforms, we don't just stick to Amazon, because why put all your eggs in one basket? You know, you might drop the basket and then all your eggs in the bucket. And to use a very English phrase, because I'm very English apparently. But when you go into co-authoring a book with us, we will upload your book onto all the platforms globally. People will be able to walk into a bookshop or a library and they will be able to request your book. We do both the paperback and the ebook, but we also offer you the opportunity to do the audiobook. Now, we don't cover the audio recording expenses, but we do create the platform included within the price. Okay? We also create the Facebook banner and the social media images. We design the book cover. We do the typesetting. We source the ISBN. We register it where it needs to be registered. We pay those fees. And all of this is included. We look at keywords. Okay, so your small investment, again, like let's just say of $500, actually includes all of this. It includes our time and our expertise. Now, my team, we've got about 7 of us on the team at the moment. There are more books coming in at the moment. So if you really want us to publish your book, then, you know, please do send me an email or go via my website at dawnbates.com. There's a contact form on there. We've only been going a month. Our schedule is booked out until, I'm recording this video on the 17th of September. We only launched this side of the business a month ago. We are now fully booked with a book every 2 weeks until the middle of January. So if you want us to publish your book, I would suggest you get in now. But what you will see is that all the books that are published by us will actually go on my website. Okay. If you take the PR package, then obviously we'll do the PR for you. But the good thing, or the great thing about co-authoring a book is, one, you get to co-author a book with people who think like you, or have a similar journey to you, or have a similar subject to you. So you're getting to network with these people. You're getting your message, your website, and a brief bio and your face into their sphere of influence. Now, when we give you these social media images, we also create a media sheet for you. So you will be listed on the media sheet with all the other authors, with your website and your 4 or 5 sentence brief bio. Now, if you can imagine how much it would cost you, what the investment point would be, or should I say, because investment point, I mean, it's not a cost. A cost is something that's costing you your happiness, or it's costing you your health. I don't see investment cost and debt the same way as everybody else. But the investment point that you make, let's say it's $500, the investment point that you make, I invite you to find a database that gets you in front of people, that allows you to showcase your expertise and your story and your energy and your website for the same amount of money. Now, back in the day when I first started in business, and we used to sell database before the PDHRE, not PDHRE, that's my friend Robert's, a human rights organization. I don't even know, the data protection thing. I can't even think of it right now. But you try and find a database of some of the people that you will be co-authoring with. Now, one of my authors, she co-wrote a book with Brian Tracy and Oprah Winfrey. I invite you to ask yourself how much influence that would have on your market. Because you can guarantee that whenever you co-author a book, there will be 1, 2, or maybe 3 or 4 people who you aspire to be with, or you aspire to have their audience. But the thing is, by investing in a book that you're co-authoring together, you are utilizing, you're being exposed to their audience. If you take the full package with Dawn Publishing, you get access to my network. You get access to all the people I know who do podcasts. You get access to magazines that I write for. You get referred to my network. And my network is quite sacred. I've been developing my network for 20 years, 20 odd years. That long. Okay? So don't just look at it that it's $500. Think about what that can get you. I mean, think about how many days there are in the year. I mean, it's not even a penny a year, even if we went to $500. And again, it depends on what the package is that the person who's leading you in this co-authorship, depends on what package they go for and what their goals are. Now, when you've got a book and people go, oh, but how can I do that? What's the return on investment? If we're not even getting royalties, just because this is the thing, the royalties do not get shared out amongst all the co-authors. 1, because you're piggybacking off somebody else's brand. 2, because when those orders go in through, say, Amazon or iBooks or Barnes & Noble or Waterstones or Borders or Book Depository or Scribd or whatever platform it is that all the orders are coming into, we can't tell whether that's your audience or the main influencer's audience. So the best thing for you to do to get your return on investment, you have 2 options that I tend to think work the best. Okay, so you can either purchase a lot of books to store in your home, and whenever you go out, take a box of the books, take a handful of the books, take however many books, And then you just keep them with you, and then you can sell them to people just on a daily basis. I would always, I mean, I'm sailing around the world, so me carrying a box of books with me is not really a great idea. I'm not actually on my own boat at the moment, but once I get my own boat, there will be boxes of my books on my boat. Well, however many books I've written by then. But what I'm saying is, if you've always got a stash of books that you've co-authored or books that you've written with you in your home or in your car, you can buy them at author price and sell them at retail price. Now, depending on which currency you're using, I mean, we'll stick to dollars, but you could probably buy a book at author price. If you're buying around about 100, 200 copies, you can probably, depending on how big the book is, obviously, you can buy a book at author price for around about $4 or $5. The market value of the book is probably going to be anywhere between $20 and $30. So you can see the markup there is really quite nice. Okay, the other way in which you can do it is actually have a load of books sent to a distribution center or a fulfillment house. And you will then know, you can create your own link. So for example, I would have, I don't know, let's just say Annie Gibbons, dawnbates.com/Annie Gibbons. That was a lady who I wrote my fourth book about. So basically what would happen is you would then have that web link. We will provide you with the universal link so people can then just buy from, you can then do what you like with that universal link. Put it on your website, you can put it in your emails, you can put it on your media sheets, whatever it is that you need, send it out to people whose events you're speaking at. And you can purchase these books if you don't want to keep them at home in, like, you know, a box of them in your car. You can then have these books sent to a distribution center. And then whenever anybody buys a book from your website, then it's automatically sent, the order is automatically sent to this distribution center or a fulfillment house, whichever one that you're using, because it might be that you have some goodies. So for example, if you've got, I know, let's just say it's a 12-week course, and within that course, you are sending your clients a copy of your book, a signed copy of your book, maybe. You might be sending them, you know, a t-shirt or a journal and a pen, or you might have a gift pack, whatever it is that you're offering them on your course. So you have all of these goodies sent to your distribution center or your fulfillment house. So whenever an order comes in from your website, it is picked up from the distribution center. Now, if you're using the universal link that we give you, then you can use that and put that on your website, and that will come directly from wherever the platform that your reader will then choose. The thing is, we can't tell you how to run your business. We can give you all of these really great ideas. We can tell you how you can market it. You can market it on podcasts. You can do it as a loss leader. You can use it as a landing page. You can, you know, give it away as a freebie. However you choose to use this book to qualify sales or to align yourself with new networks or step out from behind your brand is entirely up to you. When you're going to speak at big events, or when you're going to speak at any event, depending on what your book is about, maybe it's a school, maybe it's a university. For me, it will probably be a sailing club or a women's networking event or a large event where, you know, there are 10,000 people, maybe there's only 100 people, maybe there's only 10 people. Instead of you having them delivered to your home, you can have them then sent to a location. If you're speaking at a networking event, you can actually say to people, I will speak for free at your event if you purchase this many books. You can do bundles. So instead of them actually paying you a hard fee figure, you can actually have them order so many books directly and have them shipped there. And you will take the payment. So for example, you would say, okay, Dawn, I will come and speak at your event if you order this many books. Here is my unique link. So they will actually pay you for X amount of books. You can actually do them an offer. So instead of it being the $4 or $5 for author price, you may say, well, I'll charge you only $10, but they're actually selling the book for $20 at the event. And this is the thing, it's about getting creative. Now, I do strategy. And so if you wanted to book a call with me directly, I will include the link below. If you wanted to book a call with me directly, then what we can do is we can actually look at the strategy that you are going to use for your own book, or the book that you're going to co-author rather. However, book by yourself or a book that you're co-authoring. So there are lots of different ways to look at this. There is that you're buying into database, other people's platforms. You are getting showcased by people that you have probably been looking up to for a very long time. You've gone from looking at your own audience, and most people on average, let's just do on average, have 10,000 contacts on either on their email list or on their social media. 10,000 is a nice number to think about. Some might have 100,000. But if you've got 12 people co-authoring a book together, 10,000 people and your own platform becomes 120,000. If you've got somebody on there that's got 100,000, that's 220,000. You've just bought your way into the sphere of influence of other people. You've got an opportunity to do a loss leader or a landing page giveaway or a free book. You've got the opportunity to make money on each individual book if you buy them in bulk and have them distributed. You've just co-authored a book, and you haven't had to pay thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of pounds to do it. You've only invested a few $100. Definitely worth considering. If you'd like to know more about the process, like I said, go to my website, dawnbates.com. If you'd like to book a strategy call with me, then do let me know. Again, you can get contact with me through the contact page on my website. Go to my website, there's lots of information on there. If you would like to work with me directly, there's opportunities on there under services for you to book a call in with me. There's also opportunities to see other books that I've published and that I'm working on. I am an author, I am a ghostwriter, I'm a publisher, I'm a strategist, and I'm here to help you get your message out into the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, go to the website or follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. Instagram is @RealDawnBates. Same for Twitter, same for Facebook. LinkedIn is just Dawn Bates. And I don't really have any other platforms, but just go follow me there or send me a message. Have a wonderful day, and I'll chat with you soon. Ciao, ciao.